part of the Press Play Podcast Network.
Welcome back, everybody, to Podcast 616, the official podcast of Earth 616. I'm your host, Damon Royster, and we are blissfully, finally, can you believe it? We're finally talking about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, aka Mom. I can't believe it was right there for us all to see. Multiverse of Madness, M-O-M. It's Mom, everybody. And oh boy, was it a mom. What a mother of a movie. But today, oh my gosh. Also, if you don't know what Podcast 616 is, get out of my way. It's so great. This is where I gather people I think are delightful. Are they funny? Are they creative? Yes to all. And we're going to talk about the MCU movies. And we're talking about Doctor Strange. And I am joined by the most beautiful and most talented people in all of Chicago. We got them. Kristen Aviles and Alonso Ramirez.
Hey.
Did I do good?
He's bilingual.
You roll that R.
Man, I feel like I don't want to say anything else. I think it's a win.
You nailed it.
How are you guys doing today?
So good.
And
they're doing really good. We just saw the movie.
Yeah, it's fresh.
Last night, I low-key watched it twice. Ooh.
He did.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
I watched it on Thursday at like 3 p.m. and then I watched it last night with Kristen because she hadn't seen WandaVision yet and she had to watch that.
Yeah.
Kristen.
So she watched that and then watched the movie at 9 p.m. last night.
Okay, nice.
I prepared for you, Damon.
Yeah, we're here for you.
And honestly, that's the one to prepare for. You don't want to see me if you're unprepared. Okay. I think I know Alonso, but Kristen, talk to me about your relationship to the MCU. It feels like you have none.
Does it? Does it feel like I have none because I said who's Wong?
After watching the movie.
I do have none. I enjoy watching Marvel movies. Every time I watch one, I've never walked away and been like, wow, I hated that. So that's good. I've never seen every single one. I also am a person who watches movies and like I'll really enjoy it in the moment and then it completely disappears out of my head as soon as it's over.
Right.
Wow.
So I don't remember any of the ones that came out in like 2008. Who was supposed to remember that?
If you saw it in 2008, it stays with you.
Oh yeah,
Right.
no, not me. Wrong girl.
Right. It goes through one ear out the other.
Yeah.
One
Right.
eye out the other.
And then conversely, Alonso, I feel like you are you into comic books? I believe you
Oh
are.
Lord. I am a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
I
Talk
grew
about
up-
it.
I mean, I grew up with no friends, so my friends were comic books. As an immigrant, all I could do was read.
Good night.
Okay, listen, Puerto Rico is not a
U.S.
country.
territory. Stop.
Okay,
spreading
but
lies.
Don't invalidate my experience as an immigrant.
Okay. Yes. I love that. We're going to talk about the issues today, guys.
Anyway, I used to read a lot of comic books. My favorite books are like The Runaways. I really love Joss Whedon's run of Astonishing X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Though I don't love Joss Whedon as much anymore, but you know, it's whatever.
We're growing. We're learning. We're growing.
We're living. We're moving on. Yeah, I just House of M, like that's one of the best things I've ever read in my life. And also watching X-Men Evolution, the 90s X-Men, all the X-Men movies. You know, I'm a big Marvel guy.
Oh, I love it. So, okay. I want to say I don't know where to start when talking about this movie, but also I totally know where I want to start. Can we talk about Wanda, please?
Yeah.
I think if we want to talk about this movie, you have to talk about WandaVision for a minute. Because, like, I'm sure you guys have an episode on WandaVision itself, but if you did not watch WandaVision, if you have not watched WandaVision and you go into this, girl,
oh my God,
lost and confused.
Yeah.
Because the last movie thing we saw of Wanda was her standing by that lake with Hawkeye, saying like, I miss Vision. I miss Black Widow. And it's just this peaceful little, all right, see you later. And then you come back and she's like, give me the child.
Yeah. I'm very thankful that I got to watch WandaVision before because I would have been so lost. And I don't even remember even what you said just now where she was on a lake. I was like,
I know.
okay. I just remember.
Wasn't it Tony Stark's funeral, right?
Yeah, it was Tony Stark's funeral. That was her last movie appearance.
Yeah.
But And man, just saying, "Give me the child." Is she fully the Wicked Witch of the West?
She's
Surrender, Dorothy.
Yeah.
I did not like it. I didn't like her. Did you?
Oh.
I know how some people feel in this movie, but I want to know how
the
you
way
guys
I was
felt.
rooting for her the entire time. I was like, yes, Wanda, get it. Kill all those people. I don't care.
No.
I would. Okay, I feel like I'm in the middle. I was rooting for her to reform. I was like, get help.
Yeah.
Right. She does need help.
Yeah, like you're better than this. Don't do this. So I wasn't rooting against her. I was rooting for someone to just have a conversation with her. Someone that knew her better than Doctor Strange did.
Yeah.
She was so mean.
Kristen, talk about how mean she was. What was the meanest thing she did in this movie?
Okay, first of all, her performance, Elizabeth Olsen, killed.
Yeah, she was amazing.
Incredible.
Dare I say she was the only actor who showed up for the movie?
Oh. Yeah, her and Wong. Who Kristen doesn't remember, but was there.
Sorry, Kristen, but we like Wong.
Guys, stop. I like Wong too, now that I know who he is.
Right.
I think the scariest part for me, we can say spoilers, right?
Please. Oh, we've already begun. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say it like that. That's the biggest spoiler, that Wanda was a villain. Like it.
Yeah.
I think we kind of got away from WandaVision, but like, man, I was not expecting that. But Kristen, continue. So sorry.
No, you're good. I think, first of all, I'm obsessed with whoever created the colors for her, because I love like the deep red and purples, but and like the Book of Holden. If I say things wrong, please just know that I am
the Darkhold.
I would say the scariest part for me was when she was trying to get America out from the little the box she was in, and like her face, this is like her best performance too for me. Her face and like the way she was just like, come here, like stomp. Incredible. That whole part, and her killing everyone with the blood on her face, or the oil, I guess, because they're robots.
Right. Man.
Incredible.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
I loved every minute of this movie. But at the beginning, when she's like just trimming her trees and she's like la la la.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I feel duped because that was in the trailer, her trimming the trees.
Yeah.
And then she just magics it away. And I was like, I've never felt more foolish in my life.
The trees, I thought they were real.
Yeah. Because the trailer for this movie did not, I was like, who's the villain? Who's the bad guy? Okay, Doctor Strange works with Wanda, but why does he need her help? What's happening? And she's just like
showing that one-eyed monster. So trick you, whatever, you know?
And then Wanda's just like, it's me, bitch.
Right. I have goosebumps now because I never watched the trailer. So I wish I did, because I probably would have been more surprised about Wanda.
Yeah. Honestly, on the grand scheme of things, you watched all of WandaVision versus a 3-minute trailer. I think you.
I did.
I honestly hate watching trailers because they've been giving away too much stuff. Like,
not this one.
Well, the last one had, like, you know how it had Professor Xavier in it, or at least his voice, and then I saw images of like Captain Carter before I saw the movie, and I was pissed because I love Captain Carter and What If. So,
man, we're gonna God. Okay, we need to back up and let's talk about the movie now that we talked about Wanda, because we'll get to the Illuminati.
Yes.
That's so tasty. Okay, so overall, how do we feel about this movie, Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness? Sam Raimi adding some horrific elements to dare I say, a horrible character. I love Doctor Strange.
I love this movie. I know I think I'm not in the minority, but I think a lot of people do not like this movie already because it was too scary or not family friendly or different from other Marvel movies.
Oh yeah.
And that's exactly what I love about it, because for the longest time people have been talking about how long can we keep making these superhero movies? We're going to get tired of them. Well, this is how you switch it up. Like
this is how.
Right. You do genres within the genre. And I thought it was such a good example. And Sam Raimi, I love his directing style and his goofiness, and I was expecting Lucy Lawless to pop up, but she did not come up, and that's upsetting. Because Lucy Lawless is like in all his stuff, basically. Like even in the Spider-Man, the original ones.
She's in those?
Yeah, she like made a cameo. She like won. She was one of the interviewers.
Oh.
She was like, a guy with 8 arms. That sounds good to me. Something like that, like, you know, cheesy line.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the movie overall. I just thought it was really good.
Yeah. And how about you, Kristen?
I did like it as well. I did jump scare. They did get me. So I jumped in the movie theater. Yeah, I don't have any strong feelings towards it. I mean, I'm going to say Doctor Strange is like my favorite Marvel movie, but still, I guess I don't know what happened. This one, it was good, but I'm not going to watch it again.
Oh, it never to return.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw this out there. I think I really like this movie. I've been telling everybody it's a solid B+. It is the definition of a B+ movie. It shows all its work. It wants to do something. The thing that I really hated was every time Doctor Strange was talking to America Chavez and would say, "America, you need to trust yourself. Believe in yourself, America." And it's like, I think you're using that name in two different ways, I think.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah.
America, are you okay? No, we're not, bitch. We're really not.
We have to save America.
Right.
That's true.
If we're talking about things that we didn't like specifically,
let's get those out of the way.
Fuck them kids. Honestly, like, I love Wanda, but can you be less obsessed with these children?
Tommy and Billy.
I love Tommy and Billy as characters, but the kids were so cringy this time around. I liked them a lot in WandaVision, but in this movie, they were so fucking cringy. And I mean, I love the whole movie still, but the kids, when they started singing that ice cream song, I wanted to tear my eyes out of my skull.
Alonso hates children.
The way I would have been like, Wanda should have heard that song and be like, you know what? Maybe I overreacted. Let me leave. Let me go back to my Earth. I can get pregnant. Like,
yeah.
Girl, you should have gone to a sperm bag if you really wanted.
They would have no powers.
Yeah. She wants magical children.
Yeah.
They look like they had powers when they were throwing their little toys at her. I was like, boy, if you don't do some super speed or a little blue light on your fingers.
Well,
anyway.
While I'm also on the fence about children, I do like that was the resolution to the whole movie of like Wanda finally shows up to get the kids and they're like, "Oh my God, you're terrifying.
You're ugly."
And she's like, "Oh, damn, I did kill people to get here."
No, she's like, "No, I'm not a monster. Girl, you pretty much a monster. The way you climbed out of that mirror, when you were walking through the reflections, that's when you knew she was really a monster. I was like, it's giving Ring. It's giving Grudge. And I was scared.
She's giving Grudge.
That was a really good movie. I mean, that was a really good part when she was in the mirrors.
And her hand was like creeping through. Oh, God.
They had some really good transitions in this movie and like beautiful.
The editing was amazing.
Yeah.
So, we're saying all this, and that's great. But also, my question to y'all, is Doctor Strange even in this movie?
Oh, yeah. We have yet to talk about him, huh?
Yet to talk about the star of the movie.
Okay, so he went to that wedding.
I was like, wait, is he not? Was this a multiverse thing?
No, I'm genuinely asking. Like, he was there, but I'm like, I don't know if he did anything, because I was much more interested in Wanda and America more so than him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree to a fault because I absolutely loved Zombie Strange.
That's true. Zombie Strange.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Zombie Strange was sexy.
The coolest thing I've ever seen in my life when he made that. Wait, sexy?
I'm so sorry. Do you want to expand?
Sexy in the way like, oh my God, that was hot. When he took all the demons from the book.
No, go on. Go off, Queen. Yes.
From the hold.
The dark hole?
The book of Holden.
The dark hole.
Whenever he took all the demons from the
they were actually
dark
spirits.
hold. Spirits.
So they were spirits because he was going against the natural order of things. And so
he was possessing a dead body.
Mm-hmm.
They said, ew, stop doing that. You're nasty. And he said, I have to.
And he did. And then he used them as wings. And then he fucking trapped Wanda. And I said, this is sexy as fuck.
Dr. Strange always needs a cloak. He just always needs a cloak. And he said, let me make these spirits into a cloak.
It's like, if you're flying without a cloak, are you really flying?
Like, if it's not bellowing in the wind.
Bellowing is if you're shouting.
Oh, true.
I'm so sorry. It's so early. Sorry for that English. You need to know. But yeah, Doctor Strange, It is his movie. I do like him. I don't know why.
Right. I like him. I like Benedict Cumberbatch. I just felt like his emotional arc was not really there for me. I didn't see like arc. It was just kind of like a slight up, like, you know, like it was just like a little bump in the road of his life. It didn't seem like this movie really changed him that much, even though at the end he did fix the watch and like he's trying to move on. And he admitted that he was like a scared little boy when it came to love, but it just wasn't enough for me.
Can we talk about Miss Notebook? The mean girl herself, Rachel McAdams, Regina George.
Oh, Rachel McAdams. I was gonna say Kate McKinnon for no reason other than she's a white woman.
It's a 1-to-1.
Yeah, I love Rachel McAdams. She was stale.
Hot take.
Right, hot take. I thought she was cute, but she was getting. You can tell she was getting her paycheck.
Yeah. I mean, I've said it on this podcast before, but I think Doctor Strange and Christine, who played by Rachel McAdams, they're a bad couple, but they're very good at being a bad couple. Like they're very good at they're a good example of like two people who should not be together, but think maybe we should. No, we definitely shouldn't.
Right. They should be good friends, co-workers. That's it.
I'm rooting for them.
Right.
To get back together.
Yeah. She had his okay. I don't want to sidetrack, but like, what is the importance of this watch other than she gave it to him?
I think that's it.
That's the point, Kristen.
I don't understand.
He loves her.
That's the lack of emotional. The fact that we do not care about that just shows how there's no like emotional arc or investment from the audience for these two characters to be together. Yeah. Like I don't care.
I will say compared to the first movie, she gets more to do.
Yeah.
She gets to protect America. God, even saying that. She protects America. A white woman
gets to protect America.
Finally. Yes, America Chavez. And yeah, she does that thing with a pot when the spirit demons are coming out. And
that was so cheesy. I loved it. She said, "Go back to hell."
That's a Sam Raimi.
This is Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi down. Like this is so Sam Raimi. It's giving Evil Dead.
Yeah, I mean, even when Zombie Strange, like the hand comes out of the grave, and it's like okay.
And the music too. Danny Elfman really popped off though. Like,
dude. Okay. I'm just okay.
That scene. Okay, no. Wait.
Are we done with Christine? Have we said enough about?
Yeah, let's talk about Christine. Yeah.
Christine's done. Christine's done.
We're done with Christine.
I like her. She's night nurse, right, in the comic books.
No, that's Rosario Dawson.
Oh, okay. All I know is that she had more to do in this, and I liked her in the red hair. I thought she looked good.
She looked good in red hair.
And that's
Keep it.
Right.
Okay, the music fight. Are we talking about the music fight?
Yeah, yes. We are.
Okay, I shout out to my viewing companion, Jesse Kendall, who I think we all know. Yes? Yeah. We saw he did not enjoy that scene, but I thought it was wonderful. Just when Doctor Strange lifts the music notes and shoots them at evil Doctor Strange.
Yeah. It was cheesy as fuck. Part of me hated it. Part of me loved it. I thought it was one of the most beautiful fight scenes in the whole MCU. Did it have to happen? No. Like it felt very unnecessary. But I thought it was so good. And like the way the other Strange pulled out the little bracket, I don't know, is that what it's called?
I used lines. To know. Mm-hmm.
Right. So I pulled out those lines.
Bars.
Shut up, Kristen.
It is.
I know, but you said bars like Nicki Minaj, like bars. But yeah, I thought it was really beautiful. And if it didn't happen, I'd be okay. But it happened, and I was like, oh, okay, pop off.
I think it was needed in that moment, though. Like when it's like when you're watching something, I don't want to say scary because it wasn't scary to me, but it was like super dark and heavy. And then it was kind of like a comedic, like, ooh, this is interesting. Let's bring you back.
A moment of levity. I agree that. I agree with that.
I also liked it because I think as someone who has been watching the evolution of magic in film,
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go deep. Like I'm thinking like Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and also WandaVision. I think I like the sound fight just because it was a better way of like showing magic people fight on screen that's not just throwing lights at each other.
Yeah, like beams of light and shields. Like Doctor Strange does that a lot. So I'm sure Sam Raimi was like, hey, we got to do something different here because we've already shot beams at each other a lot here.
Right. So I liked that. That was cool. I think that's something that they carried over from the first Doctor Strange movie, is that like he's going to do something different. Like the first one was all about like buildings, folding in on each other and shit.
Ooh, that was cool.
The Dark
Yeah.
I also think that like I don't understand if this is also just in you guys can let me know if this is in a Marvel franchise, but like maybe it's because I also just watched WandaVision before watching this. Is there always this much magic in Marvel? Like why is it becoming so intense with magic?
I think the first generation of Marvel movies were very science and people doing things with technology, and that slowly progressed. Then you got Wakanda, which is like a nice mixture of the two, and now we're going more towards the magic side, with including things like possibly Atlanteans and like as is that what they're called, Namor, right?
Oh yeah, you were right. My face is I hate Atlantis. That's why I made a face.
Namor can suck my ass. I hate him. He destroyed Wakanda. Anyway, he did.
Justice.
Right. And like just I don't know, they're leaning more towards magic now. So the reason you're seeing more magic is because that's what the new thing that they're trying to build into this world.
And on that note, we're going to take a hot, quick little break, and we'll be back with more magic. Here on Podcast 616. We're talking about Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and we'll be back in a minute.
Hi, my name is Sam Post, owner of Phenomenal CBD store and PhenomenalCBD.com. That's like phenomenal, CBD.com. Tune in where we talk with experts about how the amazing hemp plant can make a difference for people's health and well-being from the Press Play Podcast Network.
Hello, Brooks here with the Books with Brooks monthly book club podcast. Here's how Books with Brooks works. We read one book a month and then we talk about it. Classics like Stephen King's The Shining, debut novels like We Are the Brennans by Tracy Lang, and tons of other compelling, life-changing stories, one book and 1 month at a time. So come read along with us and then listen in.
Hey everyone, this is Don Mike Mendoza, the host of Producing While Asian. Join us in Season 2 for more conversations with actors, artists, producers, and more from Broadway, Hollywood, and beyond, every other Wednesday on the Press Play Podcast Network.
And we're back. I think we've got to talk about America Chavez.
Yeah.
This new character. How did she work for you guys?
I love her.
I was gonna say, let Kristen talk first because she loved her.
I like her. I mean,
yeah.
I like the idea of this character. Like I like her power, and I don't know. I think she was also there. She's kind of like she was there, but she like I don't know. I just want to see her parents. And I want her to have a movie.
She does too.
Stop, that's fucked up. I want her to have a movie because I wanted the ending of her actually seeing her parents, and like I wanted to know more about her because she got screen time in this movie, but like she had like 6 lines total probably. So I want to see more.
Yeah, to me, the way I feel about America in this movie is confused a little bit because, I mean, I'm not confused. I know why they portrayed America Chavez the way they did in the movie. So different from the comic book because in the comic book, she's so confident and so strong. And like, this is her at an earlier time is what I'm in my mind. Like when she doesn't know how to use her powers and stuff like that. And I'm looking forward to her being her young Avengers self. But this in the movie, it's not it. But also, it was nice to see like queer representation, especially in a kid in a Marvel movie that has powers and is like strong. I was very excited for that. Kristen did not notice her pride flag the whole time. When I asked her about it after the movie, she said, "Huh? What pride flag?"
Yeah, Yeah, I was so happy for that. I think that's so important to have that conversation, especially now with like Disney put a gay character in something, and they're like, "We're trying." Look at this pen.
Like the pride flag was not like just the rainbow. It was like the actual pride flag with the like the new updated one, because they can't just be like, "Well, it's a rainbow. It's not really pride."
Right.
Pride.
Yeah,
that was pride.
With the black and brown lines included.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked her. I think I'm more on Kristen's side of like, I liked her, but I want to see more. I think she's someone brand new to me because I had stopped reading comics by the time she got introduced to the MCU. Because when was she introduced? Like, I want to say like in the 2010s or maybe early aughts. Yeah.
So she's 2010s probably. It was in the Young Avengers. So maybe, 2009 or something like that.
And she definitely was she made me like Doctor Strange more. Just her presence.
Yeah.
And I think she had to navigate a lot with like my God, that first scene. First of all, Benedict Cumberbatch is speaking Spanish with a ponytail, and I'm like, this is different.
The Spanish, guys, it was not bad from Strange. Low key better than America. She's got a thick white person accent. She got Caucasian speak, and that's okay, you know.
Can you not come for America like this?
I know, all of America.
America?
Sorry, America.
America's trying.
Boo.
No, but it was a little rough, but it was also like, it's fine, whatever, you know. I don't know her life.
Yeah, but excuse me, I'm always down for a tragic backstory. Right. We love sad things. Yeah. So the fact that her power caused her parents to just get sucked into another dimension, and then she gets sucked into a different dimension, man.
Yeah,
we love trauma. So that's America. I think, guys, we got to talk about the cameos. We got to talk about the Illuminati. Yeah. Going into this, that was all I was excited for, and then I discovered so many other things. But my God, Alonso, tell me who the Illuminati is, and how did you like this Illuminati in the movie?
So in the comic books, the Illuminati are a bunch of white men. No, not white, but a bunch of men.
Say that.
It's like a bunch of white men and T'Challa. No, I really did not like them in the comic book. I thought they were boring, and I didn't read them, honestly. But I was very excited to see them in the movie. And yeah, they're like this. Basically, the group is consisted of like the smartest people in the world, which is why they're dangerous, because they're so smart.
Brains.
Right. And so when we walk in and we see everyone lined up, I was like, ugh. And we knew that Professor X was going to be there because of the trailer, but it was still so amazing to see him in his like yellow wheelchair from the 90s.
Dude, did you hear the music cue when he came in?
And it was credited in the credits. It said 90s X-Men music. I was like, hell yeah.
Da-na-na-na-na-na, for the listeners. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Here you go.
That's good.
X-Men. Thank you. It's I did come up with words to it. Thanks so much. Don't ask me to remember them now. Kristen, how did you feel about the Illuminati, especially someone fresh to the MCU?
I had no idea who anyone was, and then and except for Professor X, I did know who that was.
Yeah.
And then also I didn't realize the Fantastic Four guy. I've seen Fantastic Four. I used to love it when it was out.
Jessica Alba's.
Yeah, Jessica Alba's Fantastic Four.
Which is a great movie because you knew she was smart because she wore glasses.
Exactly.
Yeah. And her blue contacts were bulging out of her face. They were so bad. Anyway, I love her, but
sorry, Kristen, we interrupted your Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's actually really fucked up, guys. Of course. And yeah, I don't understand. Alonso explained it to me, so it's okay. But I don't get why they can't just keep the same characters. Like, why couldn't the same guy who played Fantastic Four in the original Fantastic Four be in this movie? That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, he was a bad actor. And I think they wanted to cast Ian, what's his bucket? He was handsome for his time, but he was not good. I think that this was a brilliant source of casting because as Mr. Fantastic, it was John Krasinski. So
Oh yeah, big reveal, guys. If you haven't seen the movie, John Krasinski is Reed Richards.
If you haven't seen the movie and you're 30 minutes into this podcast, what's wrong with you?
Literally. They're like, we really love Damon. We have to stick through this.
We got to listen to his thoughts before we see the movie.
Right. Yeah.
But I just think that like it works on two levels, because you're either like, oh my God, it's Mr. Fantastic, or oh my God, it's Jim from The Office.
Right.
That's so fun. Because I really think the Illuminati, they have like really no consequence. They exist to be murdered by the Scarlet Witch. Brutally.
Brutal.
All the deaths in this movie were so brutal. And I think that was Sam Raimi trying to be like, oh no, this is still a horror movie.
Yeah. Very Sam Raimi. He was like, let me snap Professor X's neck. And they were all sort of ironic deaths. And I think the only reason Mordo didn't die is because there was no like cool, ironic way to kill him. Like so he's lucky he's just a magician.
Mordo, the guy with the dreads, Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Oh, yes.
Who, man, that was so funny to me how like after the first Doctor Strange movie, it was so clear he was going to be the next villain. I was like, okay, here we go. It's all going to be about Mordo. And then he just kind of was honestly,
cameo.
Yeah. And honestly, comic relief.
Yeah, he was funny.
Yeah.
I just like Doctor Strange getting him mad.
Yeah. Can we talk about the deaths real quick?
Please.
Like,
yeah, tell me how they're related to each superhero. I didn't notice that.
Oh yeah. So basically, Black Bolt, she said he can destroy you with his mouth, and I was like, you shouldn't have said one word in that sentence, and it was mouth.
What mouth? Oh.
And he said,
what mouth?
What? And then it said, oh, it was so good when that mouth.
And then she crushed his head in after his mouth disappeared.
He spoke, but he didn't have a mouth for it to come out, so it blew out the back of his head. Like, also, can we talk about the fact that they brought that guy back from the shitty Inhumans TV show?
I had to look that up. Yeah. So for Kristen and the listeners at large, so Black Bolt, the guy in the black suit who could like kill you with one word. Mm-hmm. There was a show on ABC called Inhumans where he was the star, and it was bad. It was like universally really hated. Bad.
Yeah. They stopped it so fast.
This lucky ass actor gets to be in the movie after a failed TV series.
Right. Yeah. But I don't think we'll see him again. I don't think the MCU wants anything to do with Inhumans, honestly.
Well, yeah. For the record, the podcast 616 is an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Pro Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. podcast, and we will not rest until the MCU acknowledges that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and all their Inhuman plots are acknowledged. And
yeah, I do love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. But so far, not that canon. But but anyway, who else? So then John Krasinski, aka Reed Richards, he got like you know how he's all stretchy. It's Mr. Fantastic is stretchy. They like stretched him out and like killed him. Like he was all strings and then popped his head.
Yeah, and then Captain Carter killed by the shield.
Right, she got sliced in half.
Sad.
And then Professor X got killed in his brain, so he died in real life. Like they snapped his neck and his head. You know. That
sequence when he's in the mind space and it's like all white, and then there's like that parallel Earth Wanda trapped.
Oof. Yeah, she's like, "Can I get out, please?"
And then the Scarlet Mist. Oh my God,
it was beautiful.
Yeah,
scary and tasty all at the same time. The new treat for kids. And then we got and then shout out to new Captain Marvel, Maria Rambeau. I thought this was so cool.
She was really cool.
Kristen, did you watch Captain Marvel?
No.
Okay. So
she was going to tell them. And
I was going to watch it, and then I watched Severance instead. So I had to choose.
I mean, I think there's no wrong answers in that choice. So
thank you.
Well done.
$1 million movie or some Apple Plus TV show, but
okay,
that all our friends can't shut up about.
Right?
Who's Rambo?
So she was Captain Marvel's best friend in the movie.
Monica's mom from WandaVision.
Yeah, Monica. That's her mom. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
I know then.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just so cool that in this alternate reality, Maria Rambeau becomes Captain Marvel, and I love that.
And I think that's what happened in the comics. She was like the first Captain Marvel, Maria Rambeau, or something like that. She was Captain Marvel for sure in the comic books.
And folks, that's why we get the experts. That's why we get the people who know. and we bring him on the pod. And I think the last thing before we get to our final game, we got to talk about Wong. I know Kristen doesn't want to, but
shut up. I love Wong.
The rest of us are pretty big fans of Wong. How did Wong work for you in this movie? Or did he work at all?
I love every movie he's in. I love whenever he pops on screen. It's always he can never do wrong in my eyes, truly. And I'm going off of all the movies that I see and he just pops up and I'm never sad about it. He's a comic relief.
He's comic relief, but also heart. Like I cared more about him than I did about Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And that's
easy. Yeah.
And his little 1 second moment with his potential love interest that I didn't know, like had my heart hurting a little bit more than what do you guys don't know? When the girl was like, "No, it can't be you that stabs that book," because she knew she was gonna die.
The Book of Holding.
The Book of Holding. When the way he
now and forever,
the way she held his face, like that gave me. I was like, they have more chemistry than Christine and Doctor Strange have had in 2 movies in this 1 second.
Yeah,
I have goosebumps.
2 movies and that little episode of What If.
Right.
Which stay tuned. That episode's coming. I would agree. Man, sad. So sorry to that woman who stabbed the book.
Yeah.
Did she think that was going to work?
It did.
It did work. She destroyed it.
Yeah.
But remember, they were like, "Oh, that's just a copy."
Right.
She did that for nothing, but Wanda needed her to find her throne. Yeah. And as the queen that she is, she deserved a throne.
Okay, good night.
Oh my God. Honestly, that was my favorite Scarlet Witch moment when they're like, "You can't go up there. No one's allowed up there." And she goes up there and it's like, "Oh, this is for me. The reason why no one can get up here is because only I can be here."
That's so bad.
I love it. So badass. I agree. I love it. And then,
there was one, I don't know. I was still talking about cameos. I don't know if you were going to go off, but
no, keep going.
In the beginning of the movie, I need to know because I had no idea who this person was when they were sitting in the pews and this guy was talking for 2 minutes. Who was that?
And then the actor got a whiff in the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
I think that man was literally no one.
What?
So that guy, I think he was just there to remind us of like what Doctor Strange had done in the movie Endgame, or actually Infinity Wars.
True.
That actor was Michael Stahlberg, who is having a moment right now. I just finished watching the very depressing miniseries Dope Sick. It's very good, but it's very sad. He's in that too. But yeah, I think they just needed an actor to be like, "Hey, remember you how you
this
fucked
is what
up?
You did." Damn, I didn't know that. I thought it was like a really important person.
You say, "Is this Captain America?"
Literally. No, I know Captain America.
He's just a surgeon, former colleague of Doctor Strange, according to Wikipedia. I just looked up.
Hey.
In the moment,
I just did not get why he got a whiff. I was like,
and
not when Sir Patrick Stewart's in this movie and he doesn't even get it right here.
Someone else didn't get. Oh, Dr. X didn't get a whiff.
That was Sir Patrick Stewart.
Dr. X.
I gotta go.
Kristen, he's a professor. Okay, he's done more education than Doctor Strange ever thought possible.
Okay, you know
he is the leader of students with extraordinary abilities. Sorry, that's my man.
One last thing about cameos. Bruce Campbell, he was in this movie, got beat up by magic.
He punched himself
for 3 weeks.
For 3 weeks.
And then he stayed, the second, what's it called? After credit scene.
It
was so stupid. And I was so mad. He said, "It's over."
Yeah. Directly to Cam.
You're right.
I loved it.
Over. It was great.
It's camp.
I think, because that's actually where I wanted to go. These post-credit sequences. I feel like the second one, the one that's after the credits, should be the stupid one. Because we should want to leave in shame of like, you stayed for this.
I get that for sure.
But the first one, the first post-credit sequence, which is the other cameo, which is Charlize Theron.
Right.
Who is that?
The character or the actress?
I know the actress. Who's the character?
That's Cleo. Yeah, Cleo. She's like she marries Doctor Strange in the comic books eventually.
Then I don't care. I'm not watching it. He's supposed to be with Christine, so
Girl, they have zero chemistry. I need you to get over it.
Kristen, he went to another universe and it still didn't work out. Like, they're
Most
not.
universes, they're not
There's
together.
one universe that they're together.
No, Kristen, that's
Somewhere.
the logic that the Scarlet Witch had. That's the whole plot of the movie. Did you not learn anything from this movie?
I learned the Book of Holding.
And then the one that they're together, he should go to that world, kill the other one, and he can take
be
his
there.
place.
Yeah.
Oh, Kristen, now you're going to end up with a third eye on your forehead, just like Doctor Strange did.
At the end of the movie.
At the end of the movie.
But yeah, Cleo in the comic book, she's like the niece of Dormammu.
Oh,
so
why didn't you just say that?
Right. She's the niece of Dormammu, which is that demon that Doctor Strange fought at the end of his last movie where he like looped it or whatever, Kristen.
Oh yeah.
Like he looped time. That
Dormammu.
was the demon that he was right. So that she's his niece, and Doctor Strange teaches her, like in the comics, he teaches her magic, and they like do adventures in the dark dimension. So if I'm guessing that Doctor Strange 3, which I don't think has been announced or talked about, but will take place in the dark dimension.
I mean, do we need a Doctor Strange 3?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. All right.
But I do want to see Charlize Theron. Like I want to see her. So that's what it takes, and I guess we have to.
I know here's my final thought on Doctor Strange. I feel like he's a fine character, but the world he occupies allows for really interesting stories. Like, I don't think anyone else could have handled the Scarlet Witch plot other than Doctor Strange.
Right. Hawkeye and girl.
Yeah. Could you imagine Hawkeye? Like, Wanda, let me shoot my bow at you.
Right.
Ugh, that was a terrible Hawkeye impression.
That's
really good.
That's
that
really
really
messed
was. I thought Jeremy Renner was here. I was like, Jeremy, is that you?
Here's a better Hawkeye impression. What? I have to leave my family again? Okay.
Okay.
Hope I'll be home in time for Christmas.
It's like the thing he hates the most, but he does it all the time.
Same.
Well, I was going to do this transition. Speaking of adventures in the dark dimension, it's time for our regular game. We play it every episode. Fuck, marry, kill. I sure hope I can say this curse word. Producer Michael, let's make a note to stop advertising this as a clean podcast. It ain't clean.
Right.
So we gotta update that. This is explicit.
Explicit, baby.
This is Fuck, marry, kill. This is the classic game where we'll choose 3 characters. We'll decide which one we're going to kill, marry, and have a fuck ton of fun in the dark dimension. A romp in the dark dimension. And the characters I have chosen for this episode, we're going to be talking about Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, and Kristen's least favorite character, Wong.
Shut up.
She loves him. She just didn't notice that he was there the whole time.
Forgot his name.
As host, I will give my guests time to think, so I will go first with my thoughts. Ooh, fuck, marry, kill. Why am I pretending like this is hard? I'm killing Doctor Strange. Goodbye. Call me Christine because it ain't gonna work. So we're gonna kill off the star of the movie. I will be having my fuck session with Mr. Wong. I think we'll have a great time. If you've seen the movie Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, he loves karaoke, which I hate karaoke, but I'll do it for him. We'll do karaoke. We'll have a good night. And then we're gonna marry my problematic queen, the Scarlet Witch, Miss Wanda.
That's bad.
You know, it's bad. I don't care. You may say it's wrong, but I think it's right. I want to take care of her.
It's not right, but it's okay.
I know. I want to be her vision, give her a better vision. The girl needs help.
Right.
He's just coming. So yes, killing Doctor Strange, fucking Wong, and I'm going to marry crazy Wanda. I love her.
Yeah.
And she's not crazy. She's just misunderstood.
Right.
Yeah.
Anybody? Alonso, would you like to go next?
Okay, I'm going to say, first of all, I'm a controversial take here. I'm going to kill Wong. Oh, wow. I know.
That's
love him.
Fucked up.
But a part of me did think he was going to die in this movie because I was like,
he's never dying.
Doctor Strange is supposed to become the Sorcerer Supreme.
If they killed Wong, I would never watch Doctor Strange ever again.
And I think that's why that's why they didn't do it, because people love him entirely too much, which I love him too. But anyway, kill him. I would marry Wanda, of course, because you can have anything you ever wanted because she can warp reality and she can make herself a man, so that's fine.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, if she wanted to, she could.
She could. She could do anything.
Also, if anyone says, "Oh, she died at the end of the movie," she did not. There's no way.
Oh my god, I'm not even acknowledging. Yeah, a mountain fell on her. Okay, yeah, we'll see her in the next one. Die. She did not die.
Like once the mountain crashed or whatever, you saw like red sparkles.
The red, yeah. Right? That's because she did a whole orb against her and said, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
I think she did in the comics, real quick. I know we're doing fuck, marry, kill, but in the comics, she like makes herself forget who she is and like puts herself in a little village and just kind of lives her life for a while. And I think that's what we're gonna do. I think in the MCU.
And I know we're doing fuck, marry, kill. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna say my prediction. I'm calling it right now. It's gonna get bad. King the Conqueror is gonna show up. Mm-hmm. Reality is gonna get warped and change, and they're like, man, that's gonna be part 1 of whatever Avengers thing. Part 2 is like, we need someone powerful enough to fight Kang. Doctor Strange's like, oh, I know where to go. We go back to that mountain, dig her up, and we bring back
and she's not there.
And she's not there.
And then you're like, where the fuck is she? And then you look for her in a village.
Beautiful.
And lastly, fuck Doctor Strange. I listen, he had a lot of arms when he fought Thanos.
When he fought Thanos.
Right. So that means he could do all kinds of stuff with his body. And honestly, I don't know what it is about Benedict Cumberbatch. He's not hot.
Not at all.
But he's not ugly.
True.
And I do want to fuck him. So
I guess I do too.
I think he's hot.
Okay, great.
The ponytail?
Okay, yeah, ponytail Doctor Strange can get it. And he did try to kill a child, which I liked it.
Oh, God. Alonso hates children. He hated those kids.
Alonso hates children, but he loves multiple arms. It's a very unique.
And actually, I'm not the one that said I wanted to fuck the dead body Doctor Strange. Okay, Kristen.
I never said fuck. I never said fuck zombie.
I love
fuck zombie Strange.
You literally said that he was hot,
and he was.
And after the movie, you were like, that hole in the side of his face was doing it.
Get the fuck out. This is lies. I'm doing my fuck, marry, kill. You liar. Okay, so I'm going to start off right off the bat. I already know this is easy. Killing Wanda. Yeah, fuck you, Wanda.
Wow. You saw that coming.
Yeah, she's a villain and I don't like villains. I'm such a child brain. Not child brain, but these movies appeal to me because I 100% turn on the villains as well. So fuck Wanda.
Target audience.
I am the target audience, truly. And then I'm going to marry Wong because he could give me a lifetime of funny happiness. And like, he's genuine and he's kind. He's never done wrong. And then I'm going to fuck Strange because he's fucking hot. And he'll do the little loop us into a bunch of shit. What's it called? Transport.
Portal?
Oh, yeah. He'll transport you with the sling ring.
Yeah. Right. Sling ring.
Sling ring.
He's going to sling me, Kristen. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I'm very happy that you guys are getting some Strange action. Get you some Strange. Man. Okay. Wow. Have we done it? Have we done everything we can with this movie?
We did.
I think so. Overall, B+ movie. Great.
I was going to say one more thing with this movie. Don't we think this is the perfect fall movie? I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
This is a fall movie that came out in May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
It was horror adjacent, so it should have been in the fall.
Yeah. And like all the New York scenes, looked very fall-y, a lot of foliage, like wet pavement, like everybody was in like jean jackets. I think it was because America was in her jean jacket the whole time. Yeah. I was like, this is giving me fall.
Right.
Also, okay. Oh my God. One more thing. America's portals were so pretty, and I loved that scene.
Yeah, the little star.
Target audience. Kristen Aviles.
I love Paint World. It's so good.
Paint World. Yeah,
that whole sequence was so amazing when they were falling through the worlds.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get this on Disney Plus so I can freeze every frame and study every one.
That's my guy. All right. Kristen and Alonso, thank you so much for joining me here today. Where can people find you? What are you doing? Where can they find you?
Well, we're both comedians in Chicago. We do improv and sketch and stuff like that. You can find me at Alonsar, ALONSAUR on Instagram.
And me at Kristen Aviles, KRIS10 AVILES.
And if you're in town in Chicago in August, we'll be in the Bob Curry Fellowship Showcase. coming up in August. All 4 shows.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Thanks.
Man, I didn't know that. That's so. Oh God.
Yeah, we're joining Sir Damon Royster in the community of Bob Curry Fellows.
It's a very exclusive club because
It
we make it that way.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like, did you do BC? And that's gonna be in August.
Yeah, in August. The shows are in August at Second City.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, shows. Back in my day, we just got one show.
I know.
I know.
Sorry to you.
It's so fucked up.
It's okay. What was that High School Musical song? Like 16. This is the last chance to make it right. This is the last chance to do it all night.
Right.
It was more like that.
You literally can't fuck up. That's so fucked up. That's so messed up.
But happy for you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I'll do my socials. Thank you very much. Hello, I'm Damon Royster. If you want to follow the podcast 616 is on Twitter at podcast 616P3. The P3 is for Press Play Productions, which is the network that allows me to do this. You can find me, Damon. I'm on Instagram at Dayman Royster, DaymanRoyster. I'm also Dayman Royster 88 on Twitter. I have thoughts. Thank you again to Kristen and Alonso. And also thank you to our producer, Michael. Michael, if you want to hop on the mic, I love to do this. What grade would you give this podcast? How did we do?
A+. Better than the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Better than the movie.
Better than the movie. Oh, yeah.
You hear that, Sam Raimi? My podcast was better than your movie.
Hello, Sam Raimi.
The drama.
We love the drama. We live for the drama. All right. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, remember that with great power comes great responsibility.